All right, Shalom. I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and also to their elders, the men that taught them. I pray the Lord have peace, blessings, and mercy upon the household of the hopefully elect. This is the brother Shema One from the Great Millstone Houston Church. And I want to go into a lesson real quick. Just been meditating on how to take advantage of certain opportunities, even if they could be tedious or, whatever it may be, because one day you might not even have the opportunity, to do good if the Lord, had it set up where you were able to, so looking at it, from that angle, kind of just been meditating on something in particular. My brother, his 6-month-old son passed away. So that's my nephew. My little nephew passed away. And before he passed away, I remember my brother always aggravated because he would cry a lot, and not even thinking of, the little baby probably in pain because all the bullshit, that fucking formula and all type of bullshit that they would give him. But he would always, you would see him get mad and aggravated. And sometimes he would go far and be like, man, shut the fuck up. I wish he would just shut the fuck up. And I used to be just thinking well, shit, spend some time with him, pick him up or something, Who the fuck want to just lay down all goddamn day while you are being so selfish, to take time out of, take yourself out of doing whatever it was that you were doing, and acknowledge, the person in need, which was his son. But, and I was just thinking, I bet you he wish he could hear his son cry right now. No, I guarantee you he wished that he could hear that cry. But now it's too late. Now you're not hearing, now you're not hearing shit. And also learning how to be careful with what we say. Even if you playing, the Lord is on a different time, dealing with business. But with that being said, man, I'm going to go into this. I pray it will be edifying to the Lord's elect. I'm going to start here in Sirach, chapter 14. And I'm going to start at 8. I'm going to just get right to the point. Verse 11. Sirach 14 and 11 in the GNT. It says, my child, treat yourself as well as you can and bring worthy offerings to the Lord. Remember that death is coming for you someday, and you haven't been told when that will be. Before that day comes, be kind to your friends and be as generous as you can. So that's why just thinking about taking advantage of the opportunities that we have, whatever it may be, if we're able to, talking to myself first and foremost, pray to the Lord if the Spirit ain't even on you to do it, so you can do it, because you might not have the opportunity. You don't know what tomorrow brings. Let me just keep reading. Well, because it said, basically death is coming, and understanding it, doing good and being generous to your friends, which are your brothers, especially the household of faith, brothers or sisters, your literal sons or your daughters. But whenever you do, good, that's a form of charity too, being charitable with it, because it's in the spirit. As the 11th verse said, my child, treat yourself as well as you can and bring worthy offerings to the Lord. Because that is an offering to the Lord whenever you basically, show charity towards your brothers and your sisters. That's why in the book of Matthew, the 25th chapter, Yahweh Shai goes on to saying, because you fed me, you visited me when I was sick, you came and saw me, this, that, and the third. But it shows you that there's a reward attached to that. The Lord acknowledged that. So let me go back. Sirach 14 in verse 14 again. Well, no, verse 13, it says, before that day comes, be kind to your friends. Be as generous as you can. Because you might not have the opportunity. You know, whether the Lord removes you or put you in a situation where you can't no longer do it. Or the Lord could take somebody out of the picture, like my brother's son, like my nephew. He ain't here. You know, he's better off where he is anyway. But just thinking about it from that angle, you know, while he had the time to do good and all of this stuff that he now regrets, you know, that time slipped by, and now look at the situation. Verse 15 or 14, it says, don't deny yourself a single day's happiness. If there is something you want to do and it is lawful, go ahead. And kind of just changing the speed or the mood or the vibe of this lesson. Just reading this scripture makes me think about something the Elder Yagadah mentioned. How although we're in hell, you know, it don't have to be hell like that. You know, according to the Lord's mercy. But looking at it like, you don't just have to. We know we're in hell. Everywhere we go, we don't just have to be, you know, embedded with that on our brain, man. Like, you walk into your house, you just fucking mad and pissed off. Up another day in hell. You don't want to do shit. You ain't trying to get active. You just like in that, have that fucking cloud over you all the time. You don't have to be like that. So again, verse 14, don't deny yourself a single day's happiness. And 2, because evil is waiting for your ass tomorrow. Like Yahweh Shai said, you know, whenever he told you, don't worry about the next day because it's sufficient for its evil. Matter of fact, let me just get it real quick. 1 second. This is Matthew chapter 6. Matthew 6 and 34, straight to the point. It says, take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. So there's plenty of evil tomorrow that's already lined up. That's why, you know, reading this back in Sirach 14 and 14, don't deny yourself a single day's happiness, because it's an opportunity that, you know, the Lord showed mercy on you to able to enjoy these days in hell, to be able to actually, you know, have an enjoyable day in captivity. You know, that's the Wadi Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, especially having this truth, man. But applying the balance, that don't mean just fucking run with it. You know, no, apply the balance. And if I keep reading, this is the balance. It says, if there is something you want to do and it is lawful, go ahead. That's the balance. Don't, you know, get carried away and run with that. You know, no, if it's lawful, then go ahead and do it. Enjoy yourself with that. So it says, I'm going to read to verse 16. It says, someday all that you have worked for will be divided up and given to others. So be generous, but also be willing to receive from others. Enjoy yourself, for you will not find any pleasure in the world of the dead, because that's where that's how it's written. You know, there's a covenant, there's an agreement with these bodies. These bodies have to go. We got to put these bodies off sooner or later. So taking advantage of certain opportunities before that day comes, or before that day comes for somebody else where you didn't, you know, get the chance to show your generosity or charity towards your brother or your sister. You know, but just thinking about that, I don't want to stretch it out. But that was on my spirit, man, thinking about how, you know, my brother didn't take advantage of certain opportunities, you know, with his son. Now he wish he can, but now it's too late. So just thinking about it in this ministry, whenever a brother is in need or whatever, if you're able to do it, you know, speaking to myself, I'm a pray that the Lord keeps it on my spirit to do it, and not look at it as if, you know, it's a bother or a problem. Looking at it as if, man, I'm really being able to do something generous for a man that serves Yahweh Shai. You know, a brother that serves Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Let me get this. Colossians 3:23. And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily, as to the Lord Yahweh Shai, and not unto men. So whenever it is an opportunity to do it, looking at it like that, you're doing this for Yahweh Shai, man. You know, and I highly doubt if Yahweh Shai asked us to do anything, no, it wouldn't be a problem for nobody. Like I said, speaking to myself first and foremost, because this flesh, it does get you, lazy and where you don't want to do shit. But at the end of the day, it's a fight. The spirit is gonna diminish that weak ass demon, that wants you to be lazy. This is a reward, attached to charity and doing good to those that fear and serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So with that being said, I pray this was edifying to the Lord's elect. Again, I want to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Shalom.